Hey guys, David here, another video about SheetXAI. Today I just want to talk about the difference between SAI and using the content generator here, right? I understand it could be very confusing to figure out specifically which one to use or what each is best at. So here's what I would say. Whenever you're doing any content generation task that requires the AI seeing the actual column, or the actual row, that would require the use of SAI. And here's why. SheetXAI as a chatbot does not have access to anything past the first 5 rows of your data. And that is done specifically for data privacy so that you never have to worry about OpenAI or even my company owning your data or selling your data. We can't see anything past the first 5 rows. And even those first 5 rows, we use them specifically so that the AI has a better idea of what it's working with. Now, here's how SAI is different though. With SAI, you can ask questions about a specific row, right? Or a specific row range, which can easily be answered if the AI could actually see your data. And that's what happens with SAI, right? Now, if you want to do content generation, I would say SAI is really nice for it. With SheetXAI, if you want to generate content, assuming for an entire column at once, use the chatbot. Try to focus on 1 or 2 columns at once, right? And basically give it information. Let me give you an example. So here we have date, transaction ID, customer ID, product name, category, quantity, whatever this is, right? You could tell it that it should generate some product descriptions or product titles, but while generating it, it needs to focus, it needs the title or description needs to include the actual total revenue that the specific product has made for this customer. So how much this customer bought it for, right? And then you could use either one. Now, let's say you want to only generate some stuff for the first 3 rows, or you want to generate an entire email. That becomes a bit more tough, right? But as a general rule, use SheetXAI, the chatbot, first to try to generate for the entire column, right? And once again, you just tell it what you need, right? As long as it's not dependent on different parameters. Like, let's say you're like, hey, if this row starts with S, then generate for that. That is best handled with SAI. Only thing the chatbot can do that's really, really good is if there's no extra parameters. It's like, I already have everybody's names here. I have everybody's emails. I just need everybody's cold email that I would send to them that's personalized with their name and their email, right? So SAI for row specific things, right? We just need it for this row, or we have certain extra rules before it generates. And SheetXAI, the chatbot, when you want to generate for the entire column at once, or the entire columns at once, and you don't have any extra parameters, you just need this XYZ, right? Because essentially what happens in the back is it creates these examples that it shows you, and then it generates for the entire sheet based on these examples, right? So when it gives you examples of what it's going to do, make sure those examples match with what you want, right? Make sure that the examples match with what you want. A lot of this is purely prompting. The better you prompt, the better the system is going to be. However, I'm trying to build SheetXAI in such a way where you don't have to know how to prompt, right? AI is supposed to be at a point where we don't have to know how to talk to it, but it's supposed to understand how we talk so that it can understand what we mean, right? But with that said, thanks for trying out SheetXAI. Thanks for using us. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can always reach out to me. Anybody would attest, our customer service is next to none. It's extremely fast, right? We reply almost the same minute you DM us and reach out to us. So please feel free to reach out. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.